guys, Brad here, and I know it's been a while since I've actually made a video since the Grand Tournament has been released, but I've been messing around since the expansion launched with new cards and trying to come up with some neat things for you guys to actually enjoy, and this is one of the decks that I've come up with. Actually made it today and played a lot of games with it and been enjoying myself actually a ton. This is one of the most fun decks I've had in a long time. And it's a face priest deck. So really quickly to go over the idea of what we're doing is we're using Inner Fire and Divine Spirit as our burst damage for the actual deck. And as we go down the list here, Power Word Shield is for the card draw, and also getting the 2 health is a positive there. Leper Gnome is just an early drop that deals 2 damage. Obviously, it's in every face deck that's made. Shadow Bomber is the key card, actually, that what this was built around was Shadow Bomber, and also the newest Grand Tournament card, Spawn of Shadows. So Shadow Bomber is pretty awesome, doing 3 damage to them, but also taking 3 damage to yourself. Kind of a negative drawback there, as when you're going up against face hunters, you're pretty much just helping them out, and you're going to have a tough time beating them. So, yeah, as I said, Divine Spirit already is for the Inner Fire combo. Then we got Mind Blast. It's more reach for us also, for burst damage. Loot Hoarder is for the card draw. When I first made the deck before, one of the hardest things I was having was actually having cards in my hand because I was emptying it out so fast. And adding the Loot Hoarders and actually the Cold Light Oracles was essential, because I need to have cards in my hand to do anything, obviously. And it helped me out a lot there. Velen's Chosen is a great buff card. Pretty obvious inclusion for the deck. And spell damage actually helps also with the Mind Blast too. Then Cold Light Oracles, I already said. Death Lord is actually a big body to protect your little minions, along with being the perfect target for the Inner Fire combo. So you've had a lot of games ending with Death Lord being buffed up to a 16/16, which is pretty awesome. Idis Darkbane is a awesome inclusion from the Grand Tournament, and giving the buff of the Power Word Shield or Divine Spirit helps out a ton, and being able to clear out other small minions or even hitting 3 more damage to the face is just great, and I love this card. Also, surprisingly, you can just play this card, and a lot of people are very afraid of it. They instantly are going to hex it and try to remove it as fast as possible because they don't want you to get that extra 3 damage off whenever possible. They're afraid of the text on this card. Baron Rivendare is the card I would say is the most controversial in the deck, because of obviously Death Lord. Now, the reason I have it is because of mainly just the 7 health for the Power Word Shields and Inner Fire combos and Divine Spirits and whatnot. But also, as I've said before, the card draw was a big thing, and I thought that it would be nice to maybe double dip with the Death Rattle of Loot Hoarder, and even the Leper Gnome too. But it's kind of like a dead card in your hand if Death Lord's already out in the field. Now, Spawn of Shadows, I'm really going to talk quickly. I kind of already talked around how it's the main card. It's centered around this and Shadow Bomber. But when I first played the card, funny story is I thought it was exactly like Shadow Bomber. Replayed it, and it did 4 damage instantly to both you guys, like a battle cry. But so I played the card down, and I was kind of like, what's going on? Why didn't it do anything? Oh, it's Inspire. That's why. So that was a fun interaction, way to learn the game. Kind of brings you back to testing out the cards when you first learn them and not understanding the text. Spellbreaker is also probably the newest card in the deck that I've added, and it's because of the taunts. Taunts just destroy this deck, and probably one of the first games I had was against a warrior, patron warrior, and Unstable Ghoul just destroyed me. Kills about half of the creatures in the beginning here, Loot Hoarders, Shadow Bombers, Leper Gnomes, and you can't even kill it with just one minion, so it's pretty devastating. And I didn't want to add an Iron Beak Owl because once again it has the 2/1 stat line, and it would be killed by another unstable ghoul or whatever. So that's why I added a Spellbreaker. Plus Spellbreaker has good damage and decent health. I feel like it's a better fit in this deck. Tournament Medic is actually, in my opinion, the MVP of the deck. Tournament Medic has won me numerous games because of keeping me alive for the extra 2 health it's healing. And also it has the great 8 health for that Divine Spirit Interfire. I've had actually pretty amusing games with this card, and I will actually let you know about that in a minute. Blingtron is added in here because adding that weapon to you is just some extra damage you can get throughout maybe 1 to 2 turns. And it helps out a lot. Plus you can clear out some boards. There's a lot of versatility with this card. Obviously the negative is giving them like a Gore Howl or much better weapon, but this is kind of like the little basic weapon removal you have in the deck for warriors and paladins and whatnot. And lastly we have Leroy Jenkins for our burst damage of 6 damage. Pretty great card for this type of deck. And that's pretty much it. Nothing too much more to say about the deck. I've actually already played a bunch of the games and recorded them, so I'm going to be editing that. And I have one specifically in mind that, as I said, with the Tournament Medic. And it'll probably be the last game that I put up there, as it was the last game I actually played. And I was getting tired and I was already losing and stuff. And then all of a sudden I get a swing and able to come back somehow from a very dark situation, I would say, that I was in there. And it was a lot of fun. I had quite the reaction, I would say. So hopefully you enjoy this, and thanks for sticking around. I'm not sure if I already said it, but I have a 60% win rate with this deck. If I did already say it, I will edit this out. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoy it, and have a good one, guys. Don't get the taunt.
There is a lot at stake here.
Oh shit. Really don't get the taunt right now. Fuck! Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh my god, I can't win. And there's the Mind Blast. Damn, man. Oh, that was devastating.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
Oh. Manworm will suck here. Oh no. Let's make him nervous. I like making him nervous. Is he gonna fireball it? Oh. Oh, target dummy. What the? Okay. First off. Polymorph. Alright.
Death does not scare me.
This has to be one of the most fun decks I've played in quite a while. I know it's not great, but it's fun. Okay. Let's draw some cards here. We got an Inner Fire. Oof. Tempting. Let's just go for it. Oh yes. Nope. Taunt. Nope. A waste.
Your magic shall not save.
I really want this deck to be decent. I'm not sure if I need to make any more adjustments or not. Oh, good. We got the Leper Gnome. We really need to draw to a 3-drop. We can't go nothing again. Can't do that with this deck. We will 110% lose if we don't draw a 3-drop, pretty much. Feral Spirits, wow. And we didn't draw a 3-drop. What can we do? We can kind of guarantee we get 2 damage from we're in. What can we do? Silence is like stupid. This is the worst hand.
Your magic shall not save.
It's literally the worst hand I probably could have gotten. Alright. We really don't care too much about our face damage right now.
Die, mage.
It has to die. I think this is literally the best play we have. And we got Cogmaster. It's not too... Cogmaster's Rush, not terrible.
By the light, by the light. My shield for Argus.
There's little time.
Okay.
By the light. Fine, I'm here.
We still could be in it. It's probably gonna be my last game, so. Wow, we actually could still win. Oh! Shit!
Your magic shall not save you.
Oh, baby. Yes! That was awesome. Wow. That's a good note to end on. So, hopefully that shows how the Smork Priest is played. And hopefully you enjoyed it. And, anyways, have a good one, guys.